Happy Tuesday, everybody! I'm Teller Morose, joined by my co-host YOYO, and this is Tier List Tuesdays.
Woo!
Yeet! Today we are doing the Grammy Songs of the Year, the award winners, from the first 10 Grammy Awards that were ever held. Just a fun side note, Song of the Year award is really more of a songwriter's award. It's not about how well the song was recorded or how good the singer is. It's about the lyrics and the melody and the composition. So next time you're watching the Grammys, if you're wondering why a certain artist won Song of the Year when you think another person's song is better, it's based solely on lyricism rather than, how much the song makes you want to dance or whatever. I don't know. I just want to get that out there because a lot of people get really confused about that kind of stuff, and they're just like, why didn't this artist win? It's like, well, people think that the song or the lyrics are better in this song than the one that you may have wanted to win.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
We probably, or at least I, will not be grading on that same scale. I will definitely be grading on a scale of how much the music got me grooving, how hard the song doth slap.
Okay.
And if I could, in fact, classify it as a bop.
Oh, God, you're so, are you 700 years old? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, that was mean. So in case you don't know, S is the best, F is the worst. It's just like how you get graded in school. We've been doing this too long. You should already know this. Get it together, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean... I've made that joke 1,000 times. I can't make the same joke, but you can't say the same thing because then I'll just make the same joke. E. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you done fucked up the E category. Is there another E under there? Nope, never mind.
No, it's good. Don't worry about it. I fixed it.
There's also an E category. We're real just anal about having every letter from A to F, and also
There's
S is just on the top.
always an E category. It's fine. Always. It's all good. Everything's good. We're fine here. We've done this before. We're professionals.
Yeah. Well.
Yep.
No, but yeah.
No, hey.
So this first song, the first Song of the Year Grammy Award winner, was for the song "Nel Blue de Pinto de Blue" by Mr. Domenico Modugno. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm going to be completely honest right off the bat. They picked a really good first song of the year because that song is great.
Did. I honestly did not expect to be literally swaying along, just really getting into it on the very first song, but it was fantastic. Yeah,
it's got such a nice homey kind of feel to it, where you're just like, oh yeah, and you're kind of bobbing your head back and forth, this is nice. Mm-hmm. It's just it's very sweet sounding, Personally, for me, this was an A tier. I'm for starting off with this, I'm pretty happy,
This, for me, it might even be S.
Oh, you think so?
Just right out I was into the song. It's just such it's slow, but it's just happy, whimsical. You're up in the air. You're flying in the blue that is painted blue.
Yeah.
It's great. You're having a great time.
That is the English translation of the title, right? The blue that's painted blue, or something.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We're not. We're English. We're American. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. If you're cool with putting this in S tier, I'm totally for it. To be honest, it's a good song.
I really, really liked it. I'm totally down. Yeah.
All right. It's straight off. This is the first time this has ever happened. First thing we come to is immediately an S tier. That's absolutely wonderful. Beautiful song. Highly recommend it.
Very much so.
That song came from 1958, by the way. So that's big praise from two people in their early 20s. Next up, we have The Battle of New Orleans. If I'm not mistaken, it was personally written by Mr. Jimmy Driftwood, which is his actual name, which is pretty sick, let's be honest. He ended up writing...
Name.
Yeah. He ended up writing over 6,000 folk songs, and over 300 of them were recorded by different artists.
Wow.
So he had a career, doing this kind of stuff. Personally, man, I don't really care for it. It doesn't hold up to me. For 1959.
It's probably the second most fun song on the entire list.
Oh, you think so? I mean, fun, yeah,
Just,
for sure.
Just fun, yeah, just fun rating, you know? Just like this song, there's some like whimsical ones, some romance ones, you know, so on and so forth. But this song it's just kind of fun. It's just, you know, one of those songs that like you can sing along with it, and you can sing it, you know, in the car with your kids, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
maybe on a scout camping trip or something more likely, but whatever, you know, the idea is there.
yeah.
And it's just fun. Like, the part about the gator is fantastic. It's just funny. As far as just like an actual song goes, it's very much just your...
It's like the most simple song that you could possibly think of. It's like verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus,
Yes.
verse. Like it's just like
It's very standard, very like, you know, regimented. It's the kind of song that like military stuff is like composed to anyways.
It kind of reminds me of like, not to cut you off, but it really reminds me of like Irish bar drinking songs or like sea shanties and stuff like that.
It's in that same line where it's just like a very simple structure that repeats over and over and over again, so that you can have a song that everybody will know.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I don't think it's exceptional, but I think it's good.
Yeah. I wanted to point out the Lottery Winners, the band, did a collaboration with Nickelback to make a Rockstar sea shanty. And so that's what Nickelback is up to, if you're wondering.
That's interesting.
Just wanted to get my current event in for the month.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'd say it's like a C, maybe D. It's like, it's fine. The Battle of New Orleans. New Orleans.
Since this is a list of the best, you know, these are the number ones from each year.
Yeah.
I'm content putting it in C.
Okay.
If this were, you know, a little bit more of an open tier list, I would say it needs to go higher, but yeah. I think it's good.
And I think once we start getting more songs on the actual tier list, it'll pan out to be a little bit better. But for now, the Battle of New Orleans. How do you pronounce it? Do you say New Orleans?
Yeah, I say New Orleans.
Occasionally I'll say Norlands. I'm just like,
Nope.
that feels right to me. I don't know.
I do not say that, whatever. That is not a thing.
You know, you just kind of like slur it all in one big thing. Anyway, next up we have the theme from Exodus. That's the take I'm keeping.
Sounds good. Sounds good, man.
Yeah, that was too rough. Yeah, the theme from Exodus, 1960. I have it here. The third Grammy Award in 1960, written by Ernest Gold. This was actually, if you can't tell, a movie score, the theme from a film. It doesn't have any lyrics. It's all instrumental. So, composition-wise, I guess that kind of saved it. Or I guess, you know, since it was still kind of the early... I don't know, you didn't have like rock and roll and stuff, so you had more of these kind of like classical composers and stuff that were probably making it in here. I don't know, I saw this on here, and this is a weird rant, but it kind of boggled my mind that there is an instrumental song on the Song of the Year award, you know.
It's not the only one.
I know, and that was the thing, where it's like, I just have to imagine that, you know, earlier on, there was probably more people that were wanting this kind of music to be on here. I don't know. It's just strange to me. It's cool. It's cool.
I mean, at one point in time, I guess this, this kind of instrumental stuff was just more popular in general.
Yeah.
Now, something like this, like, you wouldn't even dream.
Right. If you saw, like, the 2025 Grammy Awards Song of the Year nominations, and it was like there were a couple of instrumental songs, you'd be like, no, hold on.
Yeah, you
How
sure
did this get here? Yeah. Even like electronic music categories nowadays are like, nope, you got to have some singing or some rapping or something.
So yeah, some lyrics that repeat 30 times at least to qualify you.
Yeah, for EDM awards.
Yeah.
That sounds mean, but it's just.
I mean, there's
some
nothing wrong
truth
with it. I like some EDM, even when it is repetitive as heck. I can still, you can jam out.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. My favorite electronic artist is Ernest Gold and his song "Theme from Exodus."
I was just gonna say, but that's kind of irrelevant here because I was not jamming out to the song. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that's fair. It's a classical score. It's not made to be like this, brilliant danceable pop song.
It is dramatic,
Mm-hmm.
and it is very, I don't know, epic.
Yeah, yeah. There are definitely parts to it where I'm like, oh, this is like kind of cool and interesting, especially for like 1960s time. You hear it and you're like, whoa, But at the end of the day, it is a 14-minute classical movie score. And, like maybe you can enjoy it for the instrumentation if you're into that kind of music and you like, kind of thinking about music theory and stuff like that. But I said C, maybe D. Kind of same as the Battle of New Orleans, where it's like it's kind of the opposite side of the spectrum, where it's like the Battle of New Orleans was very, you can dance to it, and it's kind of got like a sing-along part to it, and this is just like very, dramatic classical music, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like an uncultured swine saying this, but I would put it in D.
No, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm really disappointing every choir instructor I ever had, but I'm sure they'll get over it.
Yeah, because that classical or anything like that is kind of more of a niche genre of music at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have a good old Moon River. This was from the 4th Grammy Awards Song of the Year winner. Written by Mr. Henry Mancini and John Mercer, performed by Mr. Mancini.
Mm-hmm.
Quick fun fact, because I was just curious. Henry Mancini also composed the Pink Panther theme, the one that's super famous that everybody knows. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of strange. Okay. The one that we can't sing for you because we're trying to be on YouTube's good side, please. Subscribe to so that we can be on their even better side and get them ad revenue so that we can get money and they can get money because we care about them more than we care about us, please. Thank you. Also check out our social media. I'm sorry.
All right. So Moon River, right?
Moon River by Mr. Pink Panther himself.
Mm-hmm.
I managed to find the original recording of it. I think it was like a remaster for 2002 or something, but it was the original recording. And it's not a bad song necessarily. There's something about the original that felt very like gospel to me. Like there was like this kind of choir singing. There wasn't like a lead singer. It was just like a very choir-esque vocal group. And to me, it kind of took away from the feeling of the lyrics to me. The lyrics are fine, but okay, what were you gonna say?
It's a very personal kind of song.
Yeah.
It's one guy, singing. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what the Moon River is and why, but
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's a very personal thing, though. And
Yeah.
I don't know, the song itself it's smooth,
Mm-hmm.
it's pleasant, it's kind of like almost wistful.
Yeah.
But it's also repetitive and slow.
Very slow.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know if this is a cover necessarily, but Mr. Jacob Collier has a song called Moon River that is in the same key, so I'm assuming it's a cover. But it's a very unique take on the original song, or at least it feels like it. Very, very also long and drawn out and slow, but he does it to a point that it feels like it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
But as for the original, I was kind of like, I don't know, it just felt like the song didn't match the lyrics, which is a strange thing to say.
That's interesting, because for me it was kind of the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really felt like the song matched the lyrics really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, the feeling that I got from it really, I mean, it fits the lyrics to me, anyways.
Yeah. It's very like when you look at if you look up the lyrics to Moon River, I think it comes with the Audrey Hepburn version, which is fine. But yeah, it's like 2 stanzas of lines, and I don't know, like the lyrics are deep in their own right, and it's not like I have a problem with what they're singing. It's just the way that it comes across to me is very like, maybe just pick it up just the slightest bit, and I don't know. I felt like the main thing to me was like hearing the original version and then only hearing a choir and not hearing a lead singer, and I was like, why would you do that? It doesn't work at all.
Yeah. But I can definitely see where that would throw it off. For sure I can.
Yeah. What were you feeling for it? Tier list wise?
I mean, I like it more than the theme from Exodus. I would argue that I like it more than the Battle of New Orleans.
I think I'd say the same thing, actually. Are you
This
cool
could probably
with B?
be.
Okay,
Yeah.
B. Moon River by Mr. Henry Mancini. God bless. Next up, we have What Kind of Fool Am I? Made famous by a Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. Written by Leslie I'm going to screw this up. Bricus and Anthony Newley. So Sammy Davis Jr. did not write the song, but he sang it, and he is the one who made it popular.
Although if you look it up, you'll find Barbra Streisand.
You know what? Barbra Streisand is a fine artist.
I agree.
But this was given to Mr. Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes.
I looked it up on the Grammy website just to make sure I had that right. Made famous by Sammy Davis Jr. Popularized by, I don't know, well, none of that shit makes any sense. I will say, though, Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. has a beautiful singing voice. And he is one of the few people that are on this list that I will like actively be like, I'm in the mood for this, and I will listen to Sammy Davis Jr. He makes some good music.
Yeah.
If you want similar stuff to like Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr. is your guy.
It's quite the sorrowful song.
Yeah. And I kind of like, I enjoyed that when I was listening to it. I think I did listen to this for... No, this wasn't the first time I'd heard it, but it was the first time in a long time that I'd heard it. So when I was listening, I was like, I'm just kind of feeling this, like it's kind of positive sounding-ish, but also very sorrowful at the same time. Very unique take on lyrics, especially for 1962 we're at right now. It's not like, oh no, I'm broken up with. It's like, why can I not find love that suits me? And I'm like, that's not something you probably hear in a lot of songs for that time.
I mean, interestingly, I kind of read it, I don't know, less in the lines of finding love for me, more as like he was thinking too much about himself, and that was why he couldn't find love.
Okay, yeah.
But, what's it yeah, I don't know, and he's like, we can all kind of relate to it. As everybody's at some point in their life been filled with heartache and sadness of some kind or another, and if you haven't, well,
good luck.
Good on you, buddy.
Good luck in the future.
For now, I gotta say, it's very relatable. It's very heartfelt. It's got a very strong. Just for me, it was like a sorrow, heartache, regret, kind of. Why is this the way it is?
Yeah.
But it was very strong, very very strong emotionally. I'd have to say. So yeah, I liked it a good bit.
Okay. Where are you feeling?
Probably with Moon River actually.
Oh, really?
I might have liked it a little better than that, but
I'm gonna be honest. Personally, this is an S tier song for me. I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's just like it's got a very gorgeous sound to it. It's like it's nice. I love it. So if you're feeling B and I'm feeling S, do we just middle ground it today?
I think that'd be a good idea. I think A is good. I do appreciate Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. He really does do a good job of going through every single note, every phrase, very strong. It's there every step of the way, and I mean I can see why it was popularized. We'll say.
All right.
Ah, yes.
The next one. From the 6th Grammy Awards, 1963, Days of Wine and Roses, also by Mr. Henry Mancini. Marcini? I wrote it two different ways. Mancini.
It's Mancini for sure, although I don't know if it's Chini, but whatever.
Marcini?
Nope,
Martini.
not an R.
Man creamy? Man flimsy? Man.
Well, hold on now.
I'm going a little off-road here, but bear with me, okay? Is it pronounced Mangelini?
How's about Mancala?
Ooh, I like that. How about Mancharoni and cheese?
Whew.
Mancharoni and cheenies. I did it.
You did it! Yeah, you circled back around. We just have to cut out 3 syllables.
Yeah. Damn it. Anyway, Mr. Henry Mancini, however you want to pronounce it, he's dead. Who cares?
Whoa, buddy! All right.
It was also written with the help of Mr. Johnny Mercer, same as Moon River.
Yeah, maybe we just throw it to the bottom and say "Lost to Time."
Lost to time. You know what? I'm for it. Let me just gonna put a couple of question marks down here, and we're gonna put some good old Days of Wine and Roses. And we're gonna move on because that was that's too much effort.
Before we move on, I will say that listening to the instrumental bit that I did, it was very much like a picturesque, kind of reminiscent kind of song. Like looking back on sweet memories was how it sounded to me, how it portrayed itself. I mean, it was enjoyable. Yeah. I didn't hate it. That was good.
It's fine.
Not at the bottom because I didn't like it. It's at the bottom because we can't find a one true version.
Very strange how that turned out. I kind of.
That was terrifying.
God, that's aggravating.
No. You love that.
Anyway,
that's your favorite.
Right,
Technical difficulties? That's the best.
The fucking worst. Anyway, so we're skipping past the Days of Wine and Roses. Yeah, get out of here. And we're moving on to Hello, Dolly. That was my Louis Armstrong impression. It was very bad.
I was about to say it was not a good impression.
No, not at all. This is from the 7th Grammy Awards. If you can't tell, it was made popular by a one Louis Armstrong, or at least he was the one that was quote-unquote nominated for the award. Written by Jerry Herman. Like I said, there's also a Frank Sinatra version with Count Basie, and it's pretty cool as well. You go ahead. I'm curious.
I enjoyed this one. It's probably the most fun song on the list.
Okay, yeah.
Where second most fun was Battle of New Orleans. This is another fun one. Another just like having a good time kind of song. Yeah. Mr. Armstrong has a very unique vocalization, which
Yes.
I'm a fan of.
Yes, he does.
But I can understand, some people, it's not their thing. And I understand that.
Yeah, the Louis Armstrong version, it has this like nice like groovy instrumental where it's like very upbeat but really like funky at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I could just imagine like walking down the street to this and just skipping in my step a little bit as I roll.
It's a nice groove. Like I'm not talking about just skipping. Like you just like grooving out. You got a little bit of a shoulder pop going. Maybe a little a half spin, 180 spin. As you go down the finger guns.
You like. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say you walk past somebody and you do like a little like dancer spin and give them the finger guns.
Yes, sir.
That's how you feel listening to the Louis Armstrong version. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Frank Sinatra's version is great. He actually changed the lyrics a little bit, which kind of bothered me because I'm like, why would you, if it got nominated for Song of the Year, why wouldn't you keep the lyrics the same? Whatever. The only real like problem I had with the song is there's something about the lyrics that are just very like off-putting to me. I'm like they have like this kind of like uncomfortable like somebody have sex with this woman kind of lyrics, and I'm just like, maybe Louis Armstrong and Frank Sinatra shouldn't be singing that, but it's just I don't know, maybe that's just the way I took it, but the first time I heard it I was like, oh,
I mean, that weird
put, like,
bit
a weird
about
taste in my mouth.
Find her an empty lap, fellas. It's kind of like
That's a big from me, because I heard that and I was like, no, wait a minute, guys. I don't think you can do that.
Well, it was a different time then.
Yeah. I mean, putting that aside, like you said, like for the time, this had to have been the song that people were like, this is gonna make me like strut down the street a different type of way.
A different type of way. Let's go.
You're gonna listen to that in your head while you're like walking down the street to the Subway sandwich shop to get yourself a nice Subway sandwich, and you're gonna be like bopping as you walk.
If this came on when I was walking down the street today, right now, of course, I am gonna be jamming. I don't know.
Next time we get to visit each other, can we do that? Can we like walk around downtown and just blast that song and just like strut in our nice new suits or something?
Ooh, nice new suits.
Because that feels like a thing that we should do.
I mean, I think it'd be a good time.
For some reason in my notes, I wrote that I put this in, I'll say the bottom half. Which is interesting. I think it was the lyrics just put that taste in my mouth, and I was just like, oh, I don't know, that kind of ruined it for me. But again, from a more generalized perspective, especially like I said, that instrumental is just so nice.
Yes, it's grooving. It's just a grooving good time. And I mean the lyrics. Let's be honest, man.
Yeah,
you listen to music. This ain't nothing. This is like maybe in the '60s this was like, woo, wow, spicy. Nowadays, I mean, you practically put some songs on Pornhub. Like, come on. I like this one a lot. I think this is a solid A.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Nice.
Hello, Dolly. Highly recommend the God, I can't type, the Louis Armstrong version. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, we have The Shadow of Your Smile.
That's an intense song name. It's like
Yeah.
Wowee. That's the kind of like. I don't even know what I think when I hear it, but it's like really heavy. There's so much like weight to just the name. You hear it, and it's just like, oh, that's something intense.
I kind of read it and I was like, what like Norwegian black metal band is this from?
Yeah. It really
It turns out it's by Tony Bennett, so that's kind of awkward. It's also the love theme from The Sandpiper, which I think is a film that I obviously don't know anything about. It was written by Johnny Mandel and Paul Francis Webster. I wrote in my notes that it was a very dramatic turn from Hello Dolly.
It is indeed.
Going from Hello Dolly to this like super upbeat, happy song that's like kind of jazzy and funky to The Shadow of Your Smile just being like the most sad shit. Like,
it's the love lost song, man. You know, it's like I feel this one. I feel this one big time. Like I am listening to it, like just. It really kind of gets to me.
Yeah, it hits you in a weird way. Yeah, I mean, like as sad as it is a beautiful song. Like it's really great. Just I think the hardest part for me was going from, like I said, Hello Dolly to this and just being like, oh fuck, that hurts.
Yeah, you're up. You're high energy, you're grooving, you're jamming, you're bopping, you turn on the next song, and it's just like, oh no, the love of my life left me.
Yeah.
Stare into the face of the abyss, you know, just...
Hello, Dolly, I'm sad. It's like, oh. If that song comes after Hello, Dolly while you're taking your nice groovy strut down the street to buy yourself a Subway sandwich, you're gonna immediately just like hunch your back over and be like, oh, like maybe just pause for a second just to stare at the ground, you know?
People are gonna think you're bipolar. Like, if they see you walk down the street, hear that song, and then hear this song, it's gonna be like instantaneous. You all right, man? What just happened? You feeling okay? Like,
you're like walking down, like snapping your fingers along the Hello Dolly, and then the next thing you're just bawling your eyes out. Like, people are gonna be concerned about you. It's like, do we call somebody? Yeah. Are they allowed to drive? Like,
do you need someone to talk to for a minute, man? Like, we can take a moment. It's okay. Like,
listen, man, just wait right here. The authorities are on their way. You know, it's gonna be okay. I called the cops because of your rambunctious emotional state. I've lived in the South too long. I think that's what it is.
But you know what I gotta say? As sad as it is, I really loved it. I was in
song.
It. I was so in it.
Yeah. Very good song.
I would put this an S.
Would you really?
I really would.
I was thinking A, but dude, I'm all for it. You know what?
I definitely, like, Hello Dolly was fun, and I was, like, you know, really into that. But this, like, as soon as it came on, I was just like, I was in it. I was like, oh,
yeah,
your sorrow is my sorrow, bud. Like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Like I said, when that initial change hit from Hello Dolly, I was like, oh man, this is like super sad, like horribly sad. And then it took me like maybe 4 more seconds for me to be like completely enamored with the song, where I was like, this is amazing. So yeah, I'm all for it. Shadow of Your Smile, Mr. Tony Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
God bless him. Next up, we got Michelle by this like little known band. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of them. This joke is stupid. The Beatles. It's the Beatles. It was written by, can you guess, John Lennon and Paul McCartney?
No way.
Yeah, who would have thought? A song by the Beatles written by members of the Beatles? Never happens. We've talked about this just a little bit before we recorded.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I did not recognize the song by name. I was like, I probably have heard it because it's the Beatles, and I've heard like I would say a good portion of the music that the Beatles produced.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had heard it. And I remembered why I didn't remember it. Because I only heard it once. I didn't listen to it again.
And you wanted to put it out of your memory forever.
This was the second time I've ever heard the song, and if the Lord's willing, it'll be the last. I did not enjoy this. I mean, man, it's not the worst song. I've heard worse songs. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But we're talking. These are the high crust songs right here.
Yeah, these are the first 10 like best songs.
Best song. The first 10
according to Grammy.
Best songs voted on by an Academy.
Yes.
And then here we are. Michelle.
No, don't sing it. We'll get in trouble. Don't do it. We don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
We'll be fine. It's garbage. Trash.
Yeah, it's also like I told you earlier, the part in French is literally just another thing that he says in English, so technically it doesn't count as a new line because he just translated it. Stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
dumb.
the line is like, these are some words that go together well, or something like that. It's like, okay, like, cool, but shut up, you know?
It's very, very, very basic, and like not even like a fun kind of basic.
No.
Nah.
It
F.
definitely, definitely doesn't hold up super well. I was originally thinking E in my notes, but I just thinking about it now, I'm like, why did I say E and not F?
Too lenient. Sometimes you just got to put a crack down on them.
I was in a good mood that day, so I was like, I don't want to give him too hard of a... Anyway, last one from the 10th Grammy Awards. In 1967, we have Up, Up, and Away by Fifth Dimension. This was written by a Jimmy L. Webb. How'd you feel?
I knew this song a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard it, and I was like, yeah. Okay, I remember this song. It's just pleasant. It's just too pleasant. Like,
okay, yeah.
I didn't have anything, like, to not like about this. I was just listening to it. I was like, it's just pleasant. It's just a nice song. Like, I don't. It's not my favorite song in the world. I don't love it, but at the same time, I was just like, I mean, it's good though. Like, it's just, yeah. I'm here. We're just, having a little bit of a fun time, flying in the sky in our beautiful balloon. Okay.
Yeah. See, man, the thing is for me is like it just feels so cheesy listening to it, and I know that's like maybe kind of the point, but it just reminds me of like every like game show network theme song, and I'm just like, I don't know, it just feels very like if they were playing that when I walked into like a casino in Vegas, I'd be like, I think you guys are taking this too seriously. I don't know how to describe how I feel about it. It feels very like fake, you know?
Interesting. I really appreciate the I don't know, I guess the arrangement. I enjoy as they split into their different vocal parts. I don't know. Cool. It really gets me. I like it a lot. Yeah. And then they bring in different background instrumentals that really just add on to it, layer into it, but just like they just enhance the feeling every time. And to me, it was just a pleasant.
It's like a
pleasant experience.
Constant build up of like adding on more stuff to kind of the same like quote unquote part.
Yeah.
They just kind of like keeps building up and up, and it's like. Someone's gonna really hate me for this. It kind of reminds me of the song from the Lego Movie, where they're like, everything is awesome. It reminds me of that, where it's just like this very like, we're going to punch the happiness into the side of your skull until you finally enjoy yourself. And I can't get past that feeling of just like, oh, we're happy, and it's like, are you though? Because you just sound kind of like.
But everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.
I feel like we don't like that song to the same degree either. I'm not gonna lie.
But you see my point where it's like that like over embellished like happiness that feels a little bit too happy to be true, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand. It feels a little like disingenuous, you know? It's like it's too idealistic, one of those. That's a word.
Yeah. Idealistic. I think that's the one.
Yeah, okay. I get that. And like I said, to me, like, that's all it was. It was just like a pleasant, idealistic kind of, feeling. Just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel it. It's there. Okay.
I feel like one, if I heard that song in a Macy's ad, I would just not be surprised at all. And the other thing is, I know that's not an insult or a compliment. It's just how I feel right now. The other thing is just I can imagine that being like the anthem of some place that's trying to be a utopia, but is like secretly doing very horrible things in the background of their society or whatever.
Maybe.
Is that a weird? Because just imagine like they're like playing that song and they're like pumping happy gas into the air or some shit, and secretly their leader is like slaughtering children or some weird shit, but they're just like blasting that song outside so that everyone's just like wee. I don't know. That was a weird rant to go off of, but that is kind of just how I was feeling when I heard it. Obviously, we want to know everyone watching your opinions in the comments below, and also
of course,
give us a thumb whichever direction you think belongs to us. Subscribe, do all that.
Here's the thing.
I do want to hear people's opinion on this, but go ahead.
If you give us your thumb, we can then direct it whichever way we think it should go. So you don't got to worry about it. Whichever way your thumb is facing right now, just chop it off, hand on over. We'll take it, turn it the right way. Everything will be great. That's all we need.
Put it the right way, and then we'll send it back to you.
Nope. Don't do that.
Are you just keeping the thumbs?
I need those.
What? Yeah, what do you need the thumbs for?
The algorithm.
Oh, because we're trying to be on YouTube's good side. That's right.
Yes. So you give the thumbs to YouTube. You don't get your thumbs back. There's none of that.
No.
Don't worry about your thumbs. They're in a better place. But it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, really.
Yeah. What we're doing is basically we're middlemaning the situation so that you don't have to worry about sending things to YouTube. You cut off your thumbs and send it to us, and then we'll definitely not tell them that it's our thumbs and that we're sacrificing our thumbs for YouTube. We'll give them your thumbs and definitely tell them it's your thumbs.
We're not middlemen. This is a necessary step in the process. I don't know why he said that.
Well, I want people to understand, that this is what we're doing,
Of course.
This is our job.
I feel the exact same. Clarity. Just really, making sure that we are as transparent as possible.
Yeah. So
matters.
Give us your thumbs, cut off your thumbs, and give them to us. We're gonna give them to YouTube.
We're good people.
Yep. This song's like a D tier for me, man. I'm gonna be honest.
D.
What
I agree. Actually, on the dot. I agree on the dot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was like this. It's literally like. So, Theme from Exodus was very much just like a, epic, dramatic song. And there's some good, enjoyable instrumental bits to it where things get a little complex, a little nice.
Yeah, a little spicy.
This is kind of like the same thing, but it's pleasant. The other was epic, dramatic. This is just pleasant. And it's like yeah, I agree. It's pleasant. It's fine.
Quick side note: may he rest in peace. Juice WRLD has a song with the same title, Up, Up, and Away, that has like 1,000 times more variety to it, and to me is a little bit more catchy.
Beautiful.
Go listen to that.
Don't give him your thumbs, though. We need those.
What's up?
Don't give him your thumbs, though. We need those.
Yeah, no. Don't give him your thumbs. Give us your thumbs. I mean, you can let him borrow the thumbs, I guess, or his label, or whoever is handling his estate. You can let them borrow a thumb, but definitely give your thumbs to us.
Indeed.
Right, so we're going to read off from worst to best.
My favorite part, the recap.
The reading?
Yes.
You're a strange man. In the way down in WTF category, we have Days of Wine and Roses because we listened to two different versions and could not figure that out, and that's why there was a very strange cut there. The F category, we have Michelle by The Bros. We don't have anything in the E category, but in D, we have the theme from Exodus and Up, Up, and Away. In the C tier, we have The Battle of New Orleans. In the B tier, we have Moon River. In the A tier, we have What Kind of Fool Am I and Hello Dolly. And in the S tier, we have No Blue de Pinto de Blue and The Shadow of Your Smile.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first 10 Grammy Song of the Year award winners. Definitely give all of them a chance. We want to know what you definitely think of these songs in the comments below. What were you going to say?
I gotta say, this was an interesting experience. Just going through and listening to these, seeing what won these awards. Like, it's a very different feel, and I would not expect any of these to win nowadays.
No, not at all. But at the same time, they're pretty cool. You know, it's nice to go back on like older music like this and, you know, just see like how much these songs have probably impacted the stuff that we listen to today. You know, even if it, you know, doesn't hold up necessarily, you can see where people have kind of drawn influence from artists from this era. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Well, either way, it has been a pleasure. This has been a fantastic Tuesday, and I hope you have enjoyed going over these songs with us. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe. There'll be another video next month, if not sooner. And you could leave a like, so on and such forth. Thank you so much. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Oh, hey, real quick. I have a new single out wherever you stream your music. If you could go check that out, that'd be pretty cool. Thanks. Okay, bye. Happy Tuesday.